What's up guys, Connor64 here, and today we're doing a new what if. So I'm not going to tell you what this what if is yet, but we're going to start around the age of when quirks start to manifest. We start in a city, well, more like a country of its own, Soliana, the city of water. We start with the Duke, furious and mad, cannot let his experiment work. It keeps on failing. Damn it! Ugh. What is wrong with you, Solaris? Grr! And one of the men come up to him. Sir, we can try to finish it tomorrow. I need her back. I'm nothing without her. Yes, I know, sir, but we need to head back to the city. We need to head back. Okay, fine. But around the time, but this is also, so we cut to a scene when the Duke walks into the castle and says, "Ah, Elise, what are you doing?" "Oh, hello, Father. I'm gonna go see some friends of mine in the city." Okay. Be careful now." "Don't worry, I'll be fine." I know. I'm just he puts his hand on her. He puts his hand on her head, and rubs her head and says, "I know, my dear. I just want my baby girl to be safe. That is all." You worry too much, Father." Yeah, I think I do. The king, well, the Duke, goes sits down in his chair, and one of the men come up to him, but Elise runs into the town and sees two boys. One boy is called Azashi, not Asashi, but Azashi. Lean Madoya. Yes, remember guys, this is around the time, this around when quirks start to manifest and all that. So, quirks are already a thing, but they're not really new. They're new, but not everyone has them. And of course, there's also another boy with dark green hair, with dark greenish black hair. And this boy is an orphan. He has no name, but of course, he's kind of useless to most people. So, his friend named him Deku. "Hey, yo, Deku." No, well, not Deku, but Deku. "Yo, Deku." "Yeah, what is it?" "Come on, you useless." Both boys go up to Elise, to see the gratitude and all that, and they go have fun and play. But of course, come on, Deku. Izaki. I can't keep up with y'all. Come on, don't be too weak. And of course, Elise goes up to Deku and says, "It's okay. Yeah, you can grab my hand." And at the same time, Izashi sees Deku, and Deku grabs Elise's hand, and his face is, full of, the way he just looks. And Elise goes up to him and says, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine," with a little blush on his face. "Come on, let's go." They go have fun, they play, they do all kinds of things. And of course, they play around through the whole day, around when it starts to get noon. They are on top of a. They're on top. All three of them are on top, laying down in a grassy field, thinking. And they all. Elise promises, we will all be friends until the end. Of course, Azashi says, yeah, forever. And of course, Deku is like, yeah, until the end. Of course, Elise has to go home, and of course, Izashi has to go home as well. So they both leave Dekon alone. Of course, Dekon is like, he walks through the forest, and he's like, so, and he goes up, climbs a tree, and grabs an apple, and jumps down, bites into the apple. Go. Sometimes I wish I had a family as my own, but I do not. He heads back into the city and, starts to eat out of the garbage. Ugh, that's gross. Ugh. Why do I have to eat this? Why do I not have family of my own? Punches the wall. Tears start to come out of his eyes, ravaging in pain. Because he's all alone in this world. No one really cares for him. And no one ever will. Except for the two friends he have. Of course, Azashi is kind of a dick sometimes, but he means well. When Elise, she is the nicest girl he has ever met. Of course, people, of course, these people of Soliana believe the outside world is a curse and darkness, but I believe it might be better than here. I believe it. And he looks at the night sky. And he runs and after that, it starts to run into a abandoned old building, where inside that abandoned building is a type of sleeping bag for a bed, and some apples, and of course a light. It's basically it's basically like his own type of light source, but barely works. It just dimpers. It's like home sweet home. He sits down onto his bed, onto his sleeping bag bed, thinking, one day, I promise I'll be the greatest in the world. I'll become the best as there ever was. And of course, what he does not know is, soon a destruction will fall into this world. And one day, and of course he's thinking, one day everything will change. And he starts to reminisce how he first met his friends. It all started on one fateful day. He is eating out of the garbage, he is a bit younger, around like 5 to 6 when he first meets, and he sees a boy getting, beating up, a boy with black hair getting beat up by some bullies. So Deku jumps into action, grabs I'm gonna say a broom, where he just finds lying around, smacks one of the guys in the face. You little brat! No. He smacks the fat kid in the face. Leave him alone! And one of the kids like, "Hey, you broke my nose, you bastard!" And of course, that kid runs away crying to his mommy. "Hey, you okay?" I didn't need your help, you rugrat. Hey, I might be a rugrat, but at least I can stand up to myself. Oh, really? They're both staring at each other with... You're a weird one, kid. What's your name? I don't really have a name. Okay. Well, you look pretty useless to me. How about Deku? Deku? Yeah. It fits you. Well, it means two things to me. Deku means one thing to me, and that's useless, and you can't change that. Rugrat. Whatever. So, what's your name? Oh. Why should I tell you that? Because I asked? I might tell you that in the future. Oh, come on. And of course, one of the boys run off. Hey, you coming? Huh? What do you mean? I'm gonna go explore. You wanna come with me? Yeah. Why not? Come on. Oh, they both hang out all day long. That was fun. I can't believe when a snake came at you, all you did was grab it and bit its head off. Kind of disgusting, but hey, it was pretty fun. Yeah, I guess. Name's Azashi. Izashi? Yeah. Deku. Okay. Azashi. Hey, wanna be my friend? Friend? Yeah, you know what that is, right? No? How hopeless can... Hey, at least the name Deku fits you. You're hopeless, and you don't know anything. I guess, and of course he explained what a friend is. He's like, okay. I guess we can be what you call a friend. Yeah. And that's how, and of course, that's how Deku and Azashi met. And on that same day, come on! A couple of days later after that, they would both grow up a bit, hanging out, being friends, until one day, Deku would run and crash into a girl who kind of snuck out. Oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Who are you? Don't mind him. My name... don't mind Deku. He's kind of an idiot. My name's Azashi. What's yours? Mine's Elise. Yeah, Elise? Like, Princess Elise? Yeah? Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing way out here, princess? What's, nah? Oh, okay. Of course, Deku goes over to Elise and, helps her up. And they talk a bit, and of course Elise explains how she's always cooped up in the castle with her mom and dad. Her mom, even when her mother is sick. Oh, Deku was like, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it is. So, and of course they talk, they play a bit, and they kind of, have fun. And then of course, the sun rises and hits Deku into the face. He's like, ugh, ugh, ah. I liked that dream. It was a good memory of how I first met my friends. Yeah, yeah. Even if I am like 12. They're everything to me. And of course, even when Zashi's like 13 now, and oh crap, it's Elisa's birthday. Wait, oh crap, yeah, it's Elisa's birthday today. He runs out of his house to go meet Zashi. Of course, he sees Azashi in the town, helping his father out with some stuff. He's like, Azashi. He's like, oh, hey, Deku. What's up? Have you seen Elise? You know what day it is? Yeah, of course I know. It's Elise's birthday. Everyone knows that. Of course, the whole town's gonna be going through it. like every. Of course, they do the same thing every year, Deku. Yeah, but it's her birthday. It's her 13th birthday. Ugh. Yeah, whatever. It's. Everywhere else, there's these. Of course, everywhere else, there's a calamity, a blah, blah, blah. I've been here. Oh, did you know in the outside world there's these things called, quirks? Of course, the king, or something like yeah, I think I know. Some people in our villages. Sorry about that, guys. My brother was playing music. And of course, I don't want to get copyrighted for music and all that and shit. So, let me get back to the story. Yeah, of course, there's some people in the town, like there's some of the young kids who has these mutation things called quirks or whatever. Well, of course, every time when the king saw them, he did not end good. But Deku goes on to say, but there's people out there, far away, who have these same abilities. And, yeah, the king, everyone here thinks it's a curse, dude. It's voodoo and all that, man. Dude, don't worry about it. But, he can't get rid of kids who have abilities. Yeah, but, dude, I don't know what to say, man. I gotta I gotta go. I gotta get back and go help my dad, man. I don't know what to tell you. But it's wrong. And so, of course, days will go. Of course, that whole day will go by with Deku thinking about everything, about what even is his life. And of course, he's thinking, damn it! Punches the ground so hard. He sees this weird energy flowing from his hand. This dark flame. No. He wipes it, he tries to get it off of him, and it goes away. He's like, no. He thinks he starts to think he can't tell no one. I'm sorry about that, guys. My brother just walked out of his room. Okay, let me get back to it. He starts to think. He tries to hide that weird flame. What happened a minute ago? He's like, what? What was that? It's nothing. He starts to kind of panic, thinking, oh, no. No, it can't be. It's nothing. And so he starts to run off. And of course, on that night, Deku is all alone to himself. So, but guys, if you hear music in the background, I'm sorry about that. It's my brother. But let me get back to what I was saying. I hope I don't get fucking copyrighted for that shit. I told him to cut it off, but he ain't gonna listen. But Deku, he basically starts to. He didn't go to the celebration that night, and of course, Elise saw everyone in the city, but of course she was looking for Deku, and she couldn't find him. She was like, "Where is he?" Of course, Izashi's like, "Who knows?" It was earlier today. He was talking about why the king is making people with these so-called abilities go away and all that. There had to be a reason why he brung it up. Wait, do you think he has? And Elise is like, no, he would never. If he did, it would already manifested, you know? Elise says, Izashi is thinking, okay, thinking something's up and something's weird. Okay, whatever. And of course, after the celebration, we start. Of course, weeks have passed. No. I'm gonna say a month has passed after that. After Lisa's celebration in the sun, that thing what happened in the beginning of Sonic 06, when they try to do the flame and all that. Basically, that also happened. And of course, Deku. Yeah, no. Deku is like, huh? One night he's just walking and he's in a place called Kingdom Valley. It was a old it's a new type. It has buildings and all that, and no one really lives there, but it's just there. And he goes into like some type of weird place with a laboratory. He's like, where am I? And of course, what he sees is he hears yelling And then he hears something, then he hears a weird stuttered voice, and then he hears a huge explosion. He heads where the explosion was, and what he sees the Duke holding Elise. He's like, Elise! Elise, you okay? The Duke is gone. Well, the Duke is knocked out. And of course at the same time Deku sees a figure black and red. He sees a figure going after, and he follows what that was. He also sees a black goo, and of course the Duke at the same time, instead of using Elise as a vessel, he creates something else. He uses something else, and instead of Elise as the vessel, he makes the vessel. He made something else for the vessel. I'm not gonna explain what it is yet, but he seals Iblis away. He seals her away, and yes, Iblis is a female. I'm gonna go for that. And he sees when Deku gets there, he sees this black goo and someone having a scepter, and this weird goo goes after this unknown person who looks like, it's weird to explain what he looks like, but all he can see is his red eyes and the blackish reddish hair. He goes after, and at the same time Deku pushes the man out the way and gets skewered. And the man says, "Kid!" You and this boy, your forms, your body, your memories are mine. And and of course, the man holding the scepter, this creature goes inside of Deku. And of course, this unknown person grabs the scepter and uses it, and at the same time, Deku and of course the scepter sucks in Deku and the black goo, but for some reason it doesn't suck in Deku's body, but his soul instead, because Mephiles latched onto that. Your death is inevitable. And of course, that will fade away. And of course, this unknown assailant grabs the scepter and says, "No, you will be forgotten." And he says, "Mephiles."